I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist lab.
Well, when you say they're hot, I think we're like hot means
That means
live.
hot means no. That means hot. Yeah, exactly. That
Yeah.
means, that doesn't mean to start.
Oh, well,
You get
wait.
this, or fucking you'll see the shit change or something.
The finger poke of action. That's
This man
what we
has
need.
a Fairfax County shirt on.
My mom bought it for me. I'm serious.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, she bought
It's
it.
broadcast everywhere, exactly where you are, what location throughout the world.
Well, I guess well, maybe I'm visiting somewhere. Maybe I bought it
Okay.
on a trip,
All right.
considering I don't leave my 8-mile radius.
This man's going to get doxxed.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Am I, folks? Am I? I guess it's my job to welcome all of you, yes, you, the people, to yet another fun-filled, action-packed, stupendous, marvelous, one-of-a-kind podcast known as the Mad Scientist Lab. 168 episodes of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. Isn't that great? How we just have so many?
It's
like-
great. Too.
It's like we have like a book. It's like the book of law.
It's more of a book. It's almost a documentary. What the fuck?
It is a document. It's a documentary of our lives.
Yep.
Now, and the processes in which we've changed over the last several years.
I have said this. Podcasts are like they're saying I think I said this before. Humanities in schools are going away, but I think podcasts are becoming the new humanities. People are going to look years down the road and probably see maybe an episode pop up, maybe out of nowhere, and be like, "Oh, what's going on back in 10 years ago?" Because there's sometimes there are videos I pull up that are like 10 years old. I mean, I don't dig deep for certain podcasts.
Yeah.
I only get what I'm looking for at the moment, but at some point, I think the algorithm will change to something better than being so. Oh, everything has to be informative. No, it shouldn't. It should just be like
Normal?
Yeah.
Real?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
do you think, and it's probably already happening.
But they also it's also like that because of so they can sell ad space. I didn't mean this. I didn't switch the cameras, but
No, but do you think that podcasts will overshadow literature? If that makes sense, like the world of books, it's like history kind of thing. Instead of you reaching for a history book, here, this is a history podcast kind of thing.
Maybe. Because there are history podcasts.
Well, this is true, yeah.
What's the guy's name? Can't think of his name right now, but he has a good history podcast. You got to be awake to watch it or to listen to it, only because he's kind of monotone.
Yeah,
and he's talking about history, and he goes in so much detail. Because I was listening. I keep saying watching. Is it Sam Harrison? I'll look it up in a second. But it was about the Mongols, and I think I told you about it before.
Yeah.
It was about Genghis Khan.
Oh, I think I do remember you talking to me about
yeah, it's
this.
like 4 episodes, and it like goes in so much detail that it's fucking wild.
But he's just got a very monotone kind of voice.
Yeah, and it's like, they're hours, like 2-3 hours long podcasts.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
But I don't think literature is gonna go away. I mean, there are still people who like actual books. I like actual holding books in my hand. But I'd be honest, I don't get a lot of my reading from books anymore.
Yeah, no.
And a lot of it is digital, or I might read something interesting. Ooh, speaking of something interesting, there was this article, I think it was the Times, like a UK paper, and it was talking about this journalist. He's like 86 years old, but he's been one of the people who've been putting out like breaking stories of like crazy shit. So the crazy shit that he broke, I think it was February 10th. It came out. I'll look it up if I can remember what the name of it was. But he was talking about how there was this pipeline in the Baltic Sea,
all right,
that ran from Russia to Germany.
All right.
And there was already one going there, or two. There's a total of 4. There was already one going there, pumping gas.
All right.
Not gasoline, but like I think it was methane gas. Probably for energy purposes or whatever.
Okay.
And then at some point, this shit just blew up in the middle of the Baltic Sea. Like they could see the evidence of methane gas just bubbling up.
Do they know what caused like the rupture?
Yeah,
or?
don't you fucking listen?
Well, I just thought I'd ask. I know you're telling, but
it was like just wait for the fucking.
okay, I am waiting.
I'm
We are
telling the
all
story
waiting.
a certain way. Fuck.
So they could see the smoke and the methane gas.
No, there's no smoke. They just saw evidence of it coming up. Like you see bubbles of methane gas rising up through the water. So this journalist theory, and I don't want to say theory because he had a source, but he didn't name the source. Obviously, he was saying that the U.S. covertly, under the operation or the guise of a field operation, covertly blew this shit up on purpose, because that was supposed to be a big. Actually, Russia had already spent $20 billion putting this thing down, and that was going to be a major financial help for them.
Okay.
So the source was saying that the U.S. is the ones who blew that shit up.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but I just thought that was an interesting read. It was a very
obviously
well put together article. We were talking about literature. That's why I brought that up.
Well, is there obviously there's no evidence tying the United States to it, correct?
This source is the evidence.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the State Department denied it, obviously, and then the Russian side was like, "Why would we blow our own shit up? That's just stupid and dumb. Like, why would we do that?" And then the U.S. was like, "Well, for anyone to think that we had anything to do with it is preposterous and something else." Let me see if I can find the article. You could keep talking.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were going to say something
I
else.
said, let me see if I can find the
Well,
article.
then I thought you were going to do, this, then, bombs and remote mines and proximity mines.
Yeah, there were mines. I don't know if there was mines, but there were definitely explosions down there.
Yeah. So,
but it was just too convenient for them to blow their own shit up, and then
I'm pretty sure we're all in the belief at this point in time that the government hides things from obviously the public. Aliens.
Oh yeah, we know that.
So it wouldn't surprise me to say the least. Like, no, we didn't do that. And then they're like shoving an alien.
Of course,
in
they're
a
going
closet.
to deny it.
Yeah. What if they never did? What if they were just like, yeah, we did it. So what? And then obviously that's all out war and creates obviously global issues of mass proportions, which we do not want. We do not want whatsoever. So what I wanted to talk about this week, while you pull that up, or real briefly, is I started playing that Dead Space remake. That
You talked about that last week.
Did I?
Yes.
Well, dude, I hadn't started it yet, but I did my first playthrough.
Yeah, this is the exact article I was reading.
Okay.
Right here.
So U.S. bombed Nord Stream gas pipelines claims.
Oh fuck! Hold on.
Ooh, the Times, the Sunday Times. I like this.
Trying to close the.
Seymour Hersh claims investigative
Yeah, it's
journalist.
supposed to be he's a big time.
Is there anything like noteworthy, maybe like that he's gotten the scoop on, like any major?
Hold on, give me a second. The fucking shit is fucking up again.
All right, so we've got what looks to be the Baltic Sea right there, and a little whirl.
Okay.
Looks like I have a hurricane a little bit.
All right, so yeah, yeah. So it's called the Nord Stream gas pipelines. It goes down like this is an interesting article. If you're watching, you can get the link up at the top, or maybe I'll post it at the bottom. But it's interesting.
Oh, 5,000 word report, very in depth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, this guy.
We're not gonna go. That's not important.
I
But
know.
here, this is what's important right here.
All right.
Like, okay, so this shows you the location of where it was between. You can't see my pointer on the screen here. But
Yeah.
you got Russia, and then the pipeline goes through the Baltic Sea down into Germany. And notice where it was bombed. By the way,
Okay.
they didn't have to go too far into Russian territory, if any, because that's France next to Germany. So yeah.
And how deep down was it? It says 80 point, 10?
80 to 110 meters.
Meters, okay.
Or is that kilometers?
It looks like meters.
So, yeah, that's how deep it is. I mean, that's pretty deep.
That's pretty deep. It's the bottom of the ocean creeps me out, man.
Creeps a lot of people out.
It's just like
So imagine just swimming down there to fucking
build a pipe.
to fucking put some bombs down there.
Dude, I'd be more scared of what's gonna fucking eat me or discover a lost
Oh yeah, and
Arctic creature.
and then you
Arctic.
can see the thickness of the pipe and how big the pipe is and all that. And you got to kind of understand the metric system a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I just man, it's like, we just go to work every day and live our lives normally, and then
Yeah,
there's
and
people,
shit like this going on.
yeah, people are just diving into the Baltic Sea, planting bombs, and when it blew up,
I think they said something about the CIA too.
Oh yeah, we definitely did it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, it said it was carried out. I can't see. Yeah, carried out by the CIA. That's what the report says.
Carried out by the sea. I don't know.
I've always liked CIA shit, so that's what I just thought that was interesting.
Still, but
Espionage and spying, that's just cool.
It is cool. Yeah, what's a really good spy flick? Let's take James Bond.
I'll give you a good one. And I think I talked about it before with Matt Damon. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it. I always forget the name of it.
Is it relatively new or is it an older movie? I would
What up,
assume.
Frashy? It's older. I'll look it up.
Yeah. No, just because I would just think that stuff is cool. If I had to be like a government agent, you're right. I think I'd be like the CIA, like a spy, like a James Bond type, dude.
Well, it's not all that.
Well, I know.
Have you seen Jack Ryan? Any of them?
Yeah, I've seen the movies. Yeah.
Yeah. No, not the movies.
No, not
the,
I haven't
the TV show.
No, I haven't seen the TV show.
That shit's good.
Okay. No, just because, yeah, you could be like the guy in the suit, the guy in the garage with the shadow.
The Good Shepherd.
You know what's crazy? I think I have seen this movie, or it's been a while.
It's been a while, but this is one of my favorite movies. This is based on a true story.
Really?
Yeah, because it goes into the Bay of Pigs. This guy becomes I think he becomes a director of the CIA at some point. Or no, he's one of the people who start the CIA.
Yeah,
because it's because FBI was already around. That's where Hoover was. He meets Hoover in the movie.
Oh, cool.
I mean, Hoover's kind of, and I think Hoover is played by Alec Baldwin, by the way, too.
Alec Baldwin.
But yeah, that's a good espionage movie that's based in reality or based in truth. Because they talk about the Bay of Pigs in Cuba and all that shit. What's another good one? Yeah, Jack Ryan's. That's a good one. That's a little more action packed, but it's still.
I like.
It's still like what the CIA actually does, like gathering intelligence, and yeah, there's times where they go around killing people, like in The Good Shepherd.
Yeah,
like, he starts off in like Russia, and he's trying to find spies and get friendly with spies, but then he gets tricked and fucking by the chick he's banging, and she tries to kill him, and it's fucking wild shit.
I found you. No, I like. Have you ever seen The Sum of All Fears?
I'm sure.
Yeah, with
is it Morgan Freeman
and Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad one.
You like the cheesy one?
No,
bro.
I mean that's not. I'm not saying it's a great film, but it's watchable. It's
that's not named last week's show. Executive Decision, right?
Yeah,
and guess what? It didn't get fucking barely any views.
Well, it's a great
Probably
film.
because of the film's shit.
No, it's
obviously because the episode was not shit.
Dude. Well, I know our episode. There's nothing that we make that is bad, sir, except for that one time.
There are a few times.
That's okay.
Guess who's in the building? Finally,
no,
Cheeto.
Cheeto.
He's in the chat.
What's up, bud? How are you? Welcome. Freshy. Hello, friend. But I like that, and then I like what is it? I really like Clear and Present Danger with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, again, kind of cheesy.
Well, they're '90s movies. Well, it's got the whole. It's just got like the '90s vibe. It's like the rainy DC evening, and you're pulling up in the old Toyota, and it's got like the reflective of the Capitol and all that stuff. Yeah, I like that stuff.
Yeah, we see that. You can go 20 minutes down the street, as your shirt says.
Yeah. Where do you live? I'm never going to fucking tell you.
This motherfucker.
Dude, you know, it's crazy. I didn't, when I was picking out my shirt, right?
You just saw a new shirt.
Yeah, well, that, and I didn't want to, like, put too much on and everything because I'm just being a lazy sack of shit today. Because tomorrow, folks, is a day that me and Jared are going to celebrate together as one.
How the fuck is that gonna be?
Well, we'll be together.
Who said that?
Well, the Super Bowl's tomorrow.
I don't give a fuck.
Come on, man. You don't want to watch commercials?
Man,
Eat some
fuck
pizza?
Them commercials will be on later in the year.
It does. I know that, but it's the first time, and then we can watch Rihanna at the halftime show.
That'd be the only reason I'll tune in, but that'll be a 15 minutes of fucking
booty shaking.
Nah,
Some booty shaking here at the half.
She a mama now, so
This is true.
She ain't shaking that booty like that.
Well, somebody might be shaking some booty during halftime, and I'm there to see it. So we can collectively, together,
I don't know,
come together as one.
Look, this is me going against the fucking establishment.
Yeah, I understand what it is.
Fuck that shit. I don't
Come
give a
on.
fuck about that game. I don't give a fuck about those commercials. Just like I don't give a fuck about Tuesday.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you.
That's more of the same establishment bullshit. Because y'all motherfuckers think you fucking brainwash shit, man. I refuse to be brainwashed. That's what it is for me.
But it's the Super Bowl, Jared.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to give in.
Yeah, look at you. You look like it look like some shit out of a sci-fi movie right now.
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
You must come with us.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's fucking whack, bro.
No, it's not.
It's fucking falling off. Like it's lemming shit.
Well, we could order pizza, get some wings, have a couple brewskis, smoke some reefs.
You gonna pick me up?
That's a good question, Jared.
Exactly. There you go.
If I have to come scoop the Jared Lee comedy,
Anyway.
I will. Just saying.
Oh, speaking of Jared Lee comedy, it's not this Tuesday this week because of you all fucking lovebirds out there. Or wannabe lovebirds, whatever you call it. So the show moved to Thursday of this coming week. So not the 14th, the 16th, if you're planning on coming out. Actually, I'm interested to see how a Thursday show does. Thursday is kind of a night where people are like winding down for the weekend. So might be a good night for that.
A good turnout, good little crowd. Get them laughing, get the tears of joy rolling. You know, get the chicks in the front with the breast milk, like. Psst.
Frashy, I think she lost weight. From what I've seen though. Bustin'. Oh god, I don't know what the hell Cheeto's talking about.
What? Wait, who's lost weight?
Rihanna. He was saying he's pretty sure she's a big girl now, and I'm like, I don't think.
Well,
and she's kind of thick. She's not Lizzo thick, but
Lizzo, dude.
But Rihanna thick is not a bad thing.
No. I'm not. We're not. We don't complain here on this show, especially when it comes to the thickness is the sickness.
Congratulations, Epic, on your big ass fish that you caught.
Dude,
that should have been my fish, but I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Don't please. Simply because when you live in RJ's world, you live with a lot of shame.
You shame yourself, and you bring a lot of shame on yourself.
It was an accident. I swear, I didn't mean to do it.
Well, next time, prepare better.
Prepare. Yeah, but that was a super big fish you caught there, Epic. 54 inches and how many pounds? It was yeah.
Know.
But it's as big as him, or just about.
I think it was more like half of him.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a big fucking fish.
Yeah, it's a big fish.
And then he sent me a photo of what looked like.
That's why he was saying. That's why he was saying this is the perfect time to go.
Well, and
this man knows what he's talking about.
Well, I never said he didn't. He's probably one of the most intelligent people I know.
57.7 inches and 40.3 pounds. I'm gonna put the picture up for the.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude! Congratulations on your big ass sturgeon, dude. But he sent me this bottle, not obviously, but a picture of it. It's called like McGallahan's or something. It's like
put that on Facebook. You think you're getting special content?
I know. Everybody sends me photos. I'm like, oh, I'm special, and then they're on social media. It doesn't matter. Well, he probably sent me the picture first before he posted it on
maybe
social media. There we go. I was having a brain aneurysm. If if that were to occur, please help me.
I don't know how much I could help you. All I could do is fucking call 911.
I mean, that's helping. I mean, it's a start. I'm just saying. But he also said maybe 2 days ago or so that the weather there is horrible. Like, it's horrible.
It looked pretty fucking sunny when he caught that fish.
Well, he said he had to take out like snowmobiles.
Oh,
And,
fuck yeah.
yeah.
See,
so,
we could have recorded all this shit.
you can watch me die.
We could have recorded all of that.
Don't
and
worry.
it would have been great content for the show.
No, I think what it is a compilation of RJ's fails.
It would have been all our fails. You think I've been on a snowmobile? I've been on a 4-wheeler before. I've been on a motorcycle before. Never been on a snowmobile.
Well, sir, you used to shit in the desert, so I would think you're a lot more capable of doing some certain things than I am.
Ain't nothing wrong with shitting in the desert.
I didn't say there was.
It's better than shitting in the toilet sometimes because you're out there by yourself. I talked about it before. The sun on your balls, man.
Dude.
Feels so good.
So, do you know what this is going to sound really weird. I don't know how I came across this. Full disclaimer before this conversation starts.
Dr. McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
Menthol mint schnapps.
Ew. Oh, my
So,
God.
no, that would be your
yeah.
your character would be a doctor in the fucking.
That's all right. Pizzazz.
Oh
yes.
man, I was having fun doing some RP this week.
There is a method of sunbathing, right? But it's for your asshole.
What?
So, no, hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm trying to hear. I don't
so-
know if I want it out.
There is I don't know if there's a study. There is a form of sunbathing and vitamin D intake that there's a term for it, but you lay out in the sun, but you just basically put your asshole up in the air and let the sun beam into it.
I've never heard that before. I don't know what the fuck weird documentary you were watching.
Dude, I can't remember how I found this.
But
I know this is really weird.
I have seen things where people will go out. They're like in Arizona or some shit. They'll go out fully naked and like just stand in front of the sun, and they'll say they don't feel like they need to eat as much because they're getting everything they need from the sun, which kind of in theory can work.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to intake something at some point. You can't just fucking
Starve yourself.
no, you can't just eat sun through your skin. All
Yeah,
day.
no, you just wither away and turn into a dried little prune or a raisin, something like that. No, but so basically you intake the sun rays into your asshole, right? And it's supposed to be like rejuvenating or something of that nature. Just like how you said them standing out in the sun, just completely naked.
So think about this. You ever grown tomatoes or anything?
No,
Have you ever grown anything?
the chia pet.
Okay. Chia pet needs sun, right?
Did it? I can't remember. If
Motherfucker, it's a plant. It needs light. It's called photosynthesis. Look it up.
This is a science podcast, folks, and we're 168.
It's science / comedy, but
Yeah, but we're 168 episodes in, and Jared's teaching me basic science, 3rd grade level shit.
yeah, that's pretty low level. How does a plant grow? Photosynthesis. That's the first big word you learn as a kid, bro.
It probably is.
Yeah.
What was the first big word that you learned, folks?
Yeah, type in the chat. What was the first big word you learned?
And I don't want to hear that it's supercalifragilistic
Actually, that's a good one.
that-
and you still said it wrong.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Okay,
There we go. Sorry.
you can't spell that. I can't spell photosynthesis either. But
I can't. I can try.
no, let's not.
P
Well, I could do it
H.
because synthesis is not hard. Not is SYSTHIES something like that. I'm close enough. SIS or something like that. I don't know. Close enough.
SYN.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. We know what it is.
THE. But
The point is, we know what it does.
and then while I was looking at people basically sunburning their assholes, okay.
Oh my god! You don't have to keep accentuating assholes. but-
Oh, okay. So with the butthole bathing, all right.
Oh my god!
Then I came across something called a coffee enema. Okay.
That sounds fucking horribly painful.
Dude.
Hold on. Since he said it, there it is.
There it is. Oh. Got your booby band? We've got
No,
ours.
he just said boobies in the chat.
Got our booby bands. Got our boobies.
And if our guest ever shows up, then he'll get one. But
Yeah. If you want a boogie
Actually,
band.
you know what? He's not getting one because he fucking came late.
Okay.
Matter of fact, oh, they're over here. Okay.
He said he's not getting one.
Nope.
But the coffee enema, right, is what you would think it would be.
I know exactly what an enema is.
Yeah, but people are shoving coffee in their ass.
People shove a lot of shit in their ass.
It's fucking weird, bro.
Though, what's weirder is you found it.
God, what was
Where
I
did you
look-
see?
I was
Was
looking,
it on Netflix? Because I saw
No.
something recently where there was a.
No, I was like on YouTube looking at some like meditation type shit, like and I can't remember, and it was like vitamin. I was just looking at health shit, put it that way. And then there was a photo of a guy with his. Was it a guy?
Wait, what was your original search?
It's just like it was some sort of meditation music or something of that nature. It was
So,
it was like
and then it turned in from meditation music because I have that on mine, but I don't have butthole.
yeah,
fucking
I understand this, but then I kept clicking on a couple videos related, and then there was an ad. It was something where there was just a photo of a guy laying on a rock with his ass in the air, dude.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And then it was just like sunbathing. And then it had like a term, and then it was just fucking weird, dude. The whole fucking thing was weird. And then I found out that coffee enemas are obviously what you would think they are. Enemas with coffee.
This fucking guy. I swear to God. No.
Yeah, so folks, but apparently from the people that have done it, because I read some reviews, okay, well, I wouldn't even say reviews, apparently...
Look, I'm about to I'm going off. I'm about to go off.
Okay, well, it's supposed to be very...
want to be fucking late, and then they want to fucking say, oh, schedule another day. No, fuck that. You fucking schedule a day because it was around your fucking schedule, and now you want to fucking say, I don't want to come in the middle of a show. Well, then fuck off. Don't ask no more. Bye.
And folks, it's supposed to be very euphoric as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, but I
had to get that off my chest.
It's fine. It was just very random, and it just kind of made me think like, what are people's thought processes in life to where you feel like you have to shove coffee in your ass? That's all.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, we are moving on from awkwardness, so to speak. So this week, obviously, the Super Bowl is tomorrow, so we don't know the results of the game. But last night, the 5th episode of The Last of Us came out 2 days early, which is kind of cool. They did that because obviously Super Bowl is watched by pretty much everybody. What did you think of this latest episode, Jared?
The Last of Us?
Yes.
I thought it was better than the 4th one. I didn't really dig the 4th one that much.
Yeah, I had a coworker ask me what I thought about it, and I said, "Hey, I liked it, but we got to start picking up the pace just a little bit." Yeah.
This one I liked it because they filled in some gaps. I mean, not necessarily true to the game, but as far as Henry and Sam.
Yeah.
But then they also brought it back to the original content, the source content, which made it enjoyable for me. Even though I knew what was going to happen, I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't wait. Here it comes.
And it's so, man, that show is so well acted.
It's very done.
That scene, obviously towards the end, where, and I'm not, spoilers maybe? Is that okay? It's still kind of
early for that episode.
Yeah. So, but I will say towards the end of the episode, there's a scene that's pretty intense, so to speak, and it's just good TV. So I was much more impressed with this week's episode than the week previous.
Yeah. To be honest, well, I guess they were trying to set up this week's, so it made sense. So I like that lady. I think she's a good actor. She was in Fargo, the first season, the TV show.
Yeah, believe it or not, that is something I have actually seen.
Yeah, I didn't see any others after that, but that first season I saw with her, and I was like, oh, she's fucking pretty good actor or whatever you want to call it.
She's there's a lot of female actors that as I've gotten older that do like, I've seen them before, but I don't think they're like they're major names, but they do like very just good jobs with whatever I see them in. And I'm gonna sound really redundant or dumb right now. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. But did you ever watch Justified with Timothy Olyphant.
Come on, man. What kind of question is that?
Well, have we ever talked about that show on this podcast?
Probably briefly. Because
Yeah.
there's only a few seasons. What is it, like
Four or five, I think. That's a very that's a good,
underrated.
very underrated
You
show.
know why I think it's underrated though? Because of the time that it came on. What was it? During Sons of Anarchy, it came on just after Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. So
So some people might have been, and Breaking Bad was around
Yeah.
the same time too. So people were probably switching from Sons of Anarchy over to Breaking Bad, so they would miss Justified. So I think Justified kind of got like the shit end of the deal. Although, even though it was a very good show,
it's a very good show. If you folks haven't done yourself a favor, please check out Justified with Timothy Olyphant, man. A really good actor, too. I think he's a pretty damn good actor. No, but the lady, I can't think of her name, but it was the end of season 2, and she was the older, heavier set lady. I haven't seen the show in years, but I do remember this scene where she basically was going to get arrested, and she ended up poisoning herself, and she was just sitting there and started like, just the whole scene was incredible. And I was just like, yo, this lady's awesome. And I can't think of her name to save my life.
from Justified.
Yeah, it was.
Isn't it Katie Sackhoff?
The bigger, heavier set lady?
Oh no, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but I just remember there are certain scenes in certain shows that even if I haven't seen them in a long time, really stick out to me as just like, wow, that was pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely one of them. And I'm not one to normally, and I don't mean to not being sexist or anything, I'm not normally overly, it takes a lot for a woman actor to wow me, if that makes sense.
God, that is pretty fucking sexist.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't mean it to be. I mean, there are plenty of phenomenal women actors.
So what you're saying is there are no good women actresses.
No, there are.
Actors.
No. There
So
are.
RJ is sexist, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, no.
You heard it. You heard what he said.
No, I'm just saying it just to really like. I'm not saying that there aren't good ones out there.
Great Scott!
Yeah, I guess I'm not doing myself. Remember, when you live in RJ's world, you live with a lot of shame. All right, just saying. But all in all, I like the tempo that the show's picking up, and I'm looking forward to next week's episode just to see where it's going and how they're going to end the first season. I think I kind of know how they're going to end it if I had to make an assumption, obviously because of the game, but. There's 9 episodes in total, so we got, 4 left? We got about, 4 weeks left.
Is it supposed to be? Oh, they said 9?
I'm just assuming it's 9, like 9 or 10, just
It
something.
could be 8.
Oh, that could be true, too. Can we look it up to see if they...
I think I looked it up, or I don't think they really gave a actual...
okay, well...
I don't really want to know, to be honest.
Okay, I think that's fair. And don't we have The Mandalorian starting here very soon?
March 1st, I think.
March 1st, so we've got, 2.5 weeks or
it's
so?
March something. I don't remember the exact
Okay,
date.
so we got some...
And it runs through April. So.
Oh, man, do you know how excited this guy is over here, man?
It looks like you're... I don't know. I'm fucking pissed right now.
I don't want you to be sad. Or
I'm not.
Not sad, but I don't want you to be pissed.
I just...
It's all right, man. We do a great job here. And one day when we're rich and famous...
I know, it's just... It aggravates the fuck out of me, man, when people... say they're going to do something and then they don't. Like, for me, the only thing, I don't know, I guess it's the word is bond type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you say you're going to do something, then, and I get it, shit comes up, whatever, that's fine. But you're asking me for something and then you don't do what you're supposed, or you say you're going to do. And, like, that's, I don't know, it's kind of.
No, I hear you. But
it aggravates me.
One day when we're rich and famous, sitting on mountains of gold, all right, that's, in a boat. And you know what I'm going to name you know what I'm naming the boat?
Boats are money pits. But go ahead.
Well, maybe we can get like a small boat, not like a giant boat.
Yeah.
We're going to name it the Sinker.
The sink or swim.
The
Why
Sinker?
the sinker?
Yeah, that, I don't know.
You
That's
don't want to name a boat the Sinker.
Well, that's the fun in it. You don't know if it's going to sink or not.
No, I'm good. That's like putting bad luck on your vessel. Like, it's supposed to be something cool.
Okay. Then we're going to call it we're going to call it the motorboat. There we go. We're gonna call it.
Okay,
the boat.
I'm not buying a boat with RJ. We're just gonna,
I'm
I'm
just-
gonna get my own boat. And then
Can I come on your own boat?
Oh God, damn.
No. Can I? I didn't mean to say that. Am I allowed on the boat?
Sure.
Okay.
You must ask permission.
Yeah.
Permission to board the boat,
Dude,
sir.
you should write like with a crayon and put like a handwritten sign, just like in like crooked letters, like permission to board kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of dope
Why would I do it in crayon?
because it's fun. Crayons are cool.
No, when you embark on a boat, you say, "Sir, permission to embark."
Yeah. All right. Well, you can teach me about the boats when we're out there, and then
So
when I
you
fall
fucking-
overboard.
Oh, I'm gonna throw your ass overboard.
I feel that would actually happen. It's like, well, you only live once, and I don't really like this guy. So, hey, RJ, you see that over there? Sure.
Exactly. Phrasing, RJ. Phrasing. Walk the plank, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, if I have to, I will. And you know I'm always down.
To walk the plank?
Well, not really, but if I got to do it, I got to do it.
I'll definitely make you walk the plank.
And I'll do it, and then it'll be great quality content for the show. We're getting a boat, folks. You heard it here first. This summer, boats and hose.
Oh, no, we're not.
No, we're not. Okay.
Not this summer. I'm not getting no fucking boat.
Yeah, dude. Maybe we can rent a boat.
For what, RJ?
I don't know.
I'm not renting a boat in that dirty ass Potomac.
I was gonna say that next, though.
fuck that. I'll rent a boat in Miami, which I've done before, super fun. In the Bahamas somewhere. I'm not doing that in the Potomac.
The Potomac.
Where
Welcome
there's
to
fucking bodies and toxic waste and all kinds of fucking runoff.
Dude, you'd be. There's probably a ton of bodies.
When I flew back in from Orlando, I was looking at the Potomac, bro. Just literally flying into the city, you could see the fucking monument and all the other shit, and then you see the Potomac, and you see nothing but like dirt just floating around and swirling around, like it's just running off from like rainwater and shit.
Yeah.
Just running off into the river.
Damn, dude.
I'm good.
Yeah, I guess we don't have a very good boating area around here,
Well, people be in that shit.
dude. Yeah. So yeah, I get you. If you're gonna boat, you got to do it where the water is nice and the vibes are good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be floating a bunch of bodies. You know.
There's some bodies down there.
That's kind of crazy thinking
There's
about
probably
that.
bodies everywhere though. There's probably buildings that just got built. There's bodies under there.
Dude, that's kind of crazy. We're probably walking on people right now. Well, we're not
100%.
Yeah.
Especially where we're at, like Civil War area. There's fucking dead bodies laying around. What was I watching recently? I can't remember now, but I was watching something and I was just thinking, I'm like, yo, all the amount of fucking human bodies remains that are around that we don't like, just part of the earth now. Because
pretty nuts, right?
we didn't always bury people.
This is true.
And if there's some fucking barren wasteland where millions of people died, like when Stalin starved the fucking people, and then a Holocaust and all those trenches they dug, imagine, like, and then they build over that shit.
It's pretty. Life is pretty wild.
Yeah,
life is pretty wild.
Well, the humans are pretty wild.
This is true.
The Earth in general, I should say. All the shit that goes on, as big as this fucking planet is, you go away from it and you don't even see none of it. You don't even know anything exists down there.
Man, I couldn't. I know there have been nights. You know what we should get? If I think would be pretty cool.
What else are we gonna buy that we can't afford, RJ?
Well, I was gonna say we should get a telescope.
Again.
Well, I'm not talking about like some massive one.
A good one is
a good one is expensive,
like $300-400. A decent one.
A decent one. No, I think getting a telescope would be kind of cool.
Where are you gonna put it?
I can put it out on. Well, I got that big tree in the way. I was gonna say put it on the deck out there, but there's a lot of foliage.
No, fuck the foliage. Just all the light. There's a lot of light pollution.
So where in this area do you think we could set one of those things up?
You need a hill where it's dark, or a tall hill where it's dark, where there's no street lights and no porch lights and no fucking signs from LEDs and none of that shit.
I'm trying to think of something maybe close by.
The only place that I thought that was decent was I don't know if you know where I'm talking about, Woodbridge, where you're going down that hill, like you're coming off Cardinal Drive.
Yeah.
But you're going down that hill, the top of that hill. There's a grassy area over there that's pretty dark over there because it's kind of high and there's no lights over there. That would probably be a decent place.
Okay, I got you.
But you got to go high, bro. High and away from everything
All right.
to see good shit anyway.
No, because obviously we do a lot of space talk on the show, but just for when the weather gets nicer here in the next couple months, and I just think it'd be kind of cool.
Honestly, the wintertime is the best time because it's clearer.
You know, I didn't actually think about that. That's right.
Yeah, it's usually, and I forgot the reason. I think it's because humidity's lower. But here for the nights here in the winter are clearer than the days, than the summer nights.
That, even though I don't know how it works, that does feel like that does make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the density of the air.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure though.
Right.
It could be the angle that we're tilted from the earth also, because in the winter we're tilted away from the sun. So,
I didn't think about that either.
Because we're in northern hemisphere. So right now, on an orbit, the sun is shining more down here than up here because we're back. That's why it's cold.
Yeah. All right.
And then when it's summertime, when we come back around, it's going to be leaning more forward. So that's why it's hot, because we're closer to the sun.
You should be a science teacher, dude.
I thought about it at once. I almost was going to be, and then I didn't want to do it anymore because I was a sub for a little bit.
Well, I remember that, but your knowledge of just
Earth science was my shit.
Yeah, no, but I think you'd be a really cool teacher, Mr. Smith, and then you could have like your jacket and your pocket protector.
I hated being called Mr. Smith.
Did you?
Yeah.
What would they call you?
Actually, the little time when I was subbing, because I'd be there for like 1 day, maybe 2 days, and they just call me teacher.
Hey, teacher.
Yeah.
We don't know our hand from our ass.
I would put my name, and I would put, just to be professional, I'd put Mr. Smith on the wall, but I fucking hated it. I'm like, don't call me that. Call me Jared.
Shut up, little man. You don't know me.
But a lot of teachers would be like, well, mostly old school teachers, they'd be like, no, you must call me by that. I mean, at least I would prefer Mr. Jared over Mr. Smith.
Mr. Jared. All right.
But don't do that.
No, I'm not going to call you Mr. Jared.
That's
makes
for kids.
I know. It makes me feel uncomfortable saying it. Okay. Just
appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now, I'm glad to accommodate your request. There we go.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying. I think being a teacher would be kind of cool. But then I talked to
days that it's cool, and then there's days that it's not cool. I think a lot of people, just like cops. No, not to cut you. Sorry.
No, you're fine, man. No worries.
Just like cops, I think they all go in with great intentions, and then they realize they can't do as much as change as they thought they could, and then they just get jaded from the whole thing.
Yeah, that is actually, I think, a very good profession to point at when it comes to like aspiring, because when I think of like, hey, if I want to become a cop, you think of becoming somebody that
okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What did you want to be when you were growing up?
Jokes aside, besides being like a wrestler or something dumb, No,
I mean, what did you actually want to be? It's not a joke. Wrestler is not a joke, but
no. Well, in terms of
it would have been a joke the way you were saying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, the real thing.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. But I mean, who didn't want to be a world heavyweight champion when they were a kid? At some point, to a degree.
I mean, I liked wrestling, but I didn't want to be a wrestler.
Yeah. Well, I used to take my big stuffed animals. Not that I own stuffed animals. This is getting weird. So anyway. I used to wrestle and pretend I was a wrestler and things of that nature, and I would jump off of weird shit in my house.
All kids did that.
Yeah.
What did you want to be? Jesus Christ. Anybody who was a kid who liked wrestling did the stuffed animal, body slam off the top rope, fucking choking out your fucking cousins or whatever. Like, we all did that.
Yeah, dude. And so I either wanted to, in all seriousness, be a game designer or...
From what age are you talking about?
I was like maybe 11 or 12.
You want to be a game? Well, I guess, yeah, your age probably would have been around there during that time. Because when I was a kid, like, that wasn't really a thing to think about because it was only a couple systems. It wasn't.
Yeah, no, exactly. And now the way so that's why sometimes when I see the state of gaming now, and when you're like, oh, you don't know some of the streaming lingo and this, and that, it's because I think the idea of gaming being successful kind of left my mind a long time ago in terms of a career, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, because we were all told. Okay, so this is gonna lead into mine. We were all told that there's you have to you go to school, get a real job.
Yeah.
Like whatever a real job is, you know what I'm saying, which is just again the establishment bullshit that I was talking about. That, and I think that's the reason why I push back against it so much now, is because, well, first, I wanted to be an astronaut, obviously, and I also want to be a comedian. I got one of those two things. I'm not. It's not a job per se for me right now as far as being a comedian, but I am one.
It's a craft.
Yeah. But I could have, if I had started from the young age that I wanted to, I probably could have been somewhere right now.
And I think about that too. Some nights when I sit there and play games and carry our good pal Al to victory, and pretty much most of them.
Yeah, but again, the establishment fucking tells us that we have to fucking.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go to school, go to college,
Yeah.
you know, all that. So and then at one point, and this was when I was maybe just slightly getting out of high school or in high school, I wanted to be a rapper. Okay. I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous.
No, everybody knows about doo-doo dangerous.
Do dangerous.
Oh,
sorry. It's not doo-doo dangerous. Because I'm the shit, you know. Not some shit, folks. And then for a good couple, and then the last thing I really considered for a couple weeks, I actually thought about becoming a firefighter.
I tried out.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't want to go in details, but I did. I mean, I did pretty well.
When did you do this?
2000. I don't know. It was probably 2006, 7.
Oh, so
maybe?
it's been some
a while.
years. Yeah.
Yeah. Long
Oh,
time.
but that's dope though.
That was before I was making the amount of money I was making now.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to make money.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was like, I think
Plus,
we're all like that.
That was the big thing. I wanted it because of the hours, because that's when I was like hardcore training in MMA.
Yeah.
Because back then I wanted to fucking be in the UFC. I wanted to make it to the UFC, but I knew I had to have time to train like twice a day, multiple times a week to get to that level.
And the scheduling conflict would prevent you from
Well, yeah,
doing that.
if I have to do a 9 to 5 every day, dealing with fucking boss bullshit, then yeah, I wouldn't have been able to concentrate like I would have if I could have had 2 days on, 2 days off or some shit for them. So, and then those 2 days on, you're at the firehouse, but you're not necessarily. You could go to the gym, or I could work out the back, or so it would have worked because Stipe Miocic. He's a firefighter in Cleveland, or
Really?
one in Ohio. Yeah, he was heavyweight champion in the UFC. So, as a firefighter.
Oh, shit. You know, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a few firefighters. That's why I started looking at it, because there was a few firefighters that were in the UFC.
Because
they had time to train.
When I was looking at that job, and again, it's a very, obviously a very dangerous job.
Yeah, but I had done the Marine Corps shit. I was already in a decent amount of danger all the time.
So for me, the way I looked at it, it's like, look, I'm helping people. I'm doing something good for the community.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm taking care of myself, and then obviously, you know, you're saving lives,
building a career.
Yeah, things of that nature. And this isn't the time when I was doing my little bit of college and everything. So I was really trying to just figure myself out.
Yep.
And I just didn't follow through with it because of school. And then, you know, I ended up getting into pizza and all that other stuff. And I just.
Well, there was other things that would have prevented you also.
I am very physically fit, sir.
No, I'm not talking about it.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Well,
Don't talk about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But still,
those who know.
But I really thought about that. Now, when going back to like the original statement, like if you wanted to be like the job itself, like when you think like of being a cop, right, or a firefighter, you're thinking about walking out of the burning building with the baby on your shoulder.
I don't think that's not the everyday thing.
No, I know it's not the everyday thing, but in your mind, it's like that's what you want to achieve to a degree, you know. And when you don't meet that, and then you said, you know, people get jaded after a certain point.
I've known a few firefighters. I never met any that really got jaded on that, because that's a different thing. You're actually helping the community.
Yeah.
When it comes to, and I don't want anybody to get fucking weird on me about this, but when it comes to police work, it's not necessarily always for the good of the community. It's more good of the government's pocket.
Yeah. Well, no, that's true, and obviously, and especially very well documented in this country is you know, law enforcement corruption and things of that nature.
Yeah, and the one thing about doing the physical test part, that shit was fun. Like having to train for it, because you can go to they have a place out in Fairfax where you can go and practice the test that you have to do. And like again, this is the time I was doing MMA. Like I was training like MMA for fucking 2 hours, and I would go do jiu-jitsu for another gi jiu-jitsu for another 2 hours. So I was in shape, bro. And I had to go. I went up because you gotta do like I think it's 3 minutes on the stairs. There's like a stair climber. And then you start off with 25 pounds.
Okay.
And then they, at the last minute, they put another 50 pounds on your shoulder. So you're walking for another minute with 50 pounds of fucking weight on your shoulders.
I got you.
I guess it's supposed to represent like hoses and whatever else.
Yeah, whatever you might be carrying. Yeah.
And then you do a bunch of other stuff. You like pulling hose.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Phrasing. So yeah, you got to pull hose, and then you got to take like a chainsaw and one of those what are those called? The fucking
the jaws of life kind of thing. Yeah,
yeah, basically those type of things.
The giant shears.
You got to carry those a certain distance down and back. Then you got to crawl through this little crawl space and fucking pop out and take the little poker and fucking hit the fucking thing. That shit was fun.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, now I would have loved to have gone to actually do the fucking tower, the fire tower shit and all that.
Yeah, that
shit.
sounds cool. That sounds it sounds like
I know. Like I said, I know a couple firefighters, and everyone that I talked to, they said they loved it.
Yeah,
I never met one that.
I mean, it's probably it's probably a massive adrenaline rush too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You know.
Yeah.
Man, I should have been a firefighter. Maybe I should have been a doctor.
I mean,
who knows?
You could still. But...
If I became a firefighter, would you give me $20?
Motherfucker, you give me $20 if you become a firefighter.
All right, that's fair.
I don't know. You might take a pay cut though. I don't know. I don't know how much you make, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah. No. No. We don't talk about finances. But yeah. But that would suck because when I think of being just a cop, you think of being a detective. You know, things you see on TV. And
yeah, but
movies.
you don't think about the work that it takes to get to that level.
Exactly. It's like you've been walking the beat for 18 years.
Yeah, you gotta take fucking. I think you gotta be a sergeant first. You gotta take a sergeant's test to become a sergeant. And then you gotta take I think there's a detective test and so fucking.
You know who I think really got me into that idea as a kid too? Like, not that I really wanted to be a cop, but it's gonna sound silly, but like Commissioner Gordon, dude. You know, just any.
Well, yeah, I mean, but to get to commissioner, look at all the shit he had to go through.
That's what I'm saying. Jim Gordon, a man that sets examples. But I understand that mindset. Like to a degree, it's like, hey, you have this idea of what it's going to be, and then you do it year in and year out. And
check your phone.
Yeah, sure.
Epic sent you a photo.
He sent me a photo.
We'll all wait while RJ checks his phone in the middle of the show, but okay.
Okay. Well, I have to unlock it first if I can remember my damn password. There it is.
Goddamn. There's a thing called facial recognition.
What the hell? Why is this a thing? So, I will send this to you.
Just show it to me.
So it looks like an aisle of Kessler's whiskey.
There it is.
which looks to be at a decent price of one looks to be.
Send it to me now. So
Yeah. So here, we're going to do that. We're going to
send
this,
the other one too.
Yeah, so we'll send this to Jared. We'll send that one. And then let me scroll through the other photos. Oh, and then we've got super, super awesome photo. So we'll send this to Jared as well. Pictures of other men, which is very awkward when I say it that way. And then he sent me this as well.
You know you don't have to say the loud thing quiet and the quiet thing loud, right?
Isn't that the fun in it?
No.
Oh, I just try to do things differently. Because at work they say apparently I talk too much. So I'm trying to work on it.
I agree.
Well,
you talk too much on the show. That's
It-
probably why they don't listen to the show here or there, because they already hear you enough at work.
Well, they hear a lot of things coming out of my mouth, and you know what? It's in to provide quality customer service. That's what it's for.
Talking too much?
No, it's just I have to talk to people all day, and you're going to have to answer a million questions. So and before you ask me the questions, I'm going to settle it right there. That way there are no games.
Fuck that. I ain't got time for all that shit.
Well, I ain't got time for it either.
So, I understand explaining the major shit, like shit that they could try to come back and rebut later. But like, you don't have to fucking answer shit that they don't ask the question.
This is true. However, I feel at certain point it will get to this question. So, and I don't do anything extra. Like
Sounds like it does.
I
Sounds like
don't.
you do.
Well, I have a great customer base, so I'm very proud of what I do. Just saying.
Anyway.
I don't know. So you did some RP this week?
Yep. Try to. Well, I got on the server. Fuck, man. So this server, it's Gold Rush RP, and I'm reluctant to tell people not that anybody's gonna go out here and even try to get on, but I don't have prio. So when a lot of the bigger streamers are on, they probably already have prio, or they're paying for it.
Yeah.
Or other people are paying for it. I'm not ready to pay for it yet, because to get the boost on the train is $15 a month.
Yeah.
No, I'm not ready to do that. I think what I'm just gonna have to do is I've been kind of getting on a little later, so it's been taking me like 2 hours to even get on the fucking server.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a queue of people.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that populated to where.
Yeah, there's only 250 spaces on the server.
I got you.
So, if they're full, then I have to wait, and if there's other people waiting to get on, then I have to wait for them.
Is that the longest you've ever waited though? Is like 2 hours to get in queue?
It was like 2.5 hours.
Oh wow.
But then what happens is there was a restart every 12 hours. So it's at 1 o'clock. That's why I've been getting on so late, because I can't get on until the server reboots, and I just jump in line when the server reboots.
Okay.
So I think if I just get on earlier than what I've been getting on, like way earlier, instead of trying to get on at like 9 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah.
Because that's when it's real busy. But if I get on like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3, I could probably get on and then just hang
less
out for a while.
populated, you know.
No, not so much less populated, less people trying to get on, because some people are probably at work or whatever. So yeah, either way, still had fun. The first couple nights I met up with these 2 ladies, and they were trying to get me to join their posse, and they were like, yeah, but we wear pink, and I'm like, I don't wear pink.
Ronan Jackson doesn't wear
pink. I was like, I don't wear pink, ma'am. I'm down to roll with you ladies, but I'm kind of on my own. I think, like I said, I think I'm gonna end up trying to be a bounty hunter. I met this one guy. He's actually a decently popular streamer. He's on the server. He's a policeman. I think the arc that I'm gonna go toward is because we've interacted a couple of times. Like you're not in Saint Denis, you're not allowed to wear your bow.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Please take your bow off," and then he walked. I've seen him a couple of times, so I'm just gonna be like, "Excuse me, law man," and just well, how am I the person become a bounty hunter in these parts? So
do it. Yeah. See, this is like a story arc. We're creating a story.
That's exactly what it is.
It's pretty dope. Yeah, you just the human imagination is limitless. I mean, we were talking
that's
about.
true.
I was literally talking about,
Because it all comes from the universe, and we are the universe.
we are the universe, folks. I mean, come on now. Isn't that not effing cool? Effing cool. Dude, that should be the name of the episode. Effing cool.
No, we are the universe.
We are the universe.
Yeah, because we are. We're literally made. Everything we're made of
Made of space dust.
is from the universe.
It's kind of crazy.
Because think about it. You find iron
Yeah.
everywhere, right? Guess what's in your blood? Iron.
Do
Carbon. You find everywhere. Guess
Yeah.
what's on Earth? Or in space and everything. Carbon.
Carbon. Man.
Magnesium. All the elements. We're made up of all the elements. All the shit that, like, you put, like, your vitamin D.
Yeah.
Guess where that comes from?
We come from the earth.
No, we come from stars.
Dude, I hope if there is an afterlife or anything like that, that we can at least just like figure out all our designing questions.
Well, here's a new theory that I've heard kind of being thrown around.
All right.
Let me see if I can remember it now. What'd you say we were? Oh, is there an afterlife?
Yeah.
What I think it is at this point is we are just here in this form, because energy is only transferred; it's never destroyed.
Yeah.
So whatever life, because I've heard stories of people when they see people die, they just see the life, like the person's not there; it's just a shell.
Yeah.
That's there, and a lot of people realize, like, oh, this is just a shell. That person's not there anymore.
Yeah, I got you.
But that energy is still somewhere. The theory that I heard is you just go back to the consciousness of everything, because everything has and always will be.
I mean, I'm sure obviously someday down the long winding road of life.
We may not be conscious when we go to. We may not be conscious of that thing that we are. But here's the other thing from 1883 or 1889, whatever the fuck.
No, 1883. Yeah.
There was one point where she was. I don't know if you haven't seen it, huh?
I've watched a couple episodes, but it was like a week ago.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Well,
you can. It's fine. It's a part
basically
of conversation.
her thing was there's Earth, and then there's it's hell and heaven.
Yeah.
And basically, when you die, you go to the place. Your heaven is the place where you were happiest on Earth. So Earth is just
Heaven and hell.
yeah.
You know who also taught me that? Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth, Bible, only built for Cuban links.
That
Wait,
was-
is that only
No,
is that
was Killer Priest.
is it Killer Priest? Yeah, it is
His
Killer Priest.
album is named that.
Yeah, but I'm almost positive it was a song before they made it an album. No, you're right. I'm
Killer
sorry.
Priest. I know. I'm
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
'Cause that was
Sorry.
one of the fucking most slept on albums, because that one song where he did the beat, where it was just him, like it was like he was in a spaceship kind of. Oh, shit. Sorry,
Yeah,
he was in a spaceship or whatever,
yeah.
and it was like whoa, 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 and he just rapping over that shit. That shit was wild.
Dude,
You got to hear that album, the
I'm
whole
sure-
album, not just that song.
No, I'm sure
Because
I've heard.
that song was on a bonus track on another. I don't know what you're talking. It was a bonus track on another album, but it was basically to set up his full album.
Okay, all right, because I'd like to think, obviously I'm not cool in the hip hop game anymore, and I'm not as swagged out as I used to be. Let me tell you,
I mean, all you got to do is fucking pull up Spotify.
I was killing the game, Jared.
No, you weren't.
I was. You should have seen.
If you were that good, if you were that hardcore into hip hop, you would still be into hip hop.
This is true.
So instead of listening to fucking ear piercing, whatever the fuck you listen to in your car now,
I'm still very obsessed with the Elton John, Britney Spears remake of.
Frashy wants to get some fart night wins in.
So this goes to my next kind of thing I was going to talk about.
Okay, what are you gonna talk about?
So we, my good pal Frash, the Frasier, play a lot of Apex, right? But the other day I was sitting there thinking, it's like, hey man, play this a lot. I was like, how about we just kind of hop on Fortnite just for old time's sake, right? Just to because I haven't played it in a long time and whatever the case may be. Got on Fortnite today for maybe about an hour and a half or so before I watched the Last of Us episode before we did the show.
Sounds like I'm about to fall asleep, but go ahead.
No, it's fine. When I say Fortnite is the biggest marketing tool in the world, I swear to God it is. Hold on. When I went into the shop, okay.
This fucking guy, I just realized this. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, I didn't just realize it.
No, keep going with your point.
So I go into the shop, right, to see what's available.
To buy stuff.
I didn't buy anything. Okay. Because one, I don't want to spend any money on childish cosmetics.
Well, you need to talk to me about this fucking goddamn
You
game
still
I'm
play?
playing.
Is it?
I'm on like 250 now.
Jared.
But I've gotten smarter now. I'm not like if I really can't get past it, then I'll only spend $1 just to get to the next level.
But there is a King LeBron James character set. Okay, they have Patrick Mahomes wearing a suit, football helmets. There's a referee. Okay, cosmetic. It's like a whole bundle. All right, each one's a separate bundle.
Oh, for a Super Bowl shit.
I would assume so. Well, and he won MVP too. So I don't know how.
Wait, who was it? I missed the first.
The first one was LeBron James. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Who actually this past week
He didn't
broke history.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't MVP. It was
No, Patrick Mahomes in terms of football.
Oh, Mahomes. Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. So I was just kind of like, yo, bro. I was like, Fortnite just uses anybody as a character.
Duh.
I'm not shocked to see it, but since I haven't played it in so long, I'm just like, yo, they're still just.
Are you fucking okay?
Yeah.
This is how the fucking gaming industry works now.
I know, but I was just kind of. And then the coolest part is they have a Dragon Ball Z set with Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, and they're cel shaded like cartoon characters.
I'm assuming they license these things. He said Goku. Calm down, Frashy. Jeez.
Yes. Yeah. So, but you can, if you get enough kills, or I'm assuming if you do enough damage or whatever it is, you'll get the Super Saiyan version of them. And I'm just like, yo, this is cool. And in the game now, as a little gift to gamers or people playing, one of the capsule core capsules will fall out of the sky. You can open it up, and you can either get a flying Nimbus or a Kamehameha wave, dude. Isn't that crazy? It's just, I don't know. It's just blows my mind. That's really.
Oh, he is, but it sounded cooler when it came across. I saw it exactly when it came across, so that's why it works.
I am cool.
No, I was talking about the chat since you don't read the chat or anything. So
I was just trying to charge my phone. Just trying to. No, but and so we played a couple games of Fortnite.
But let's get back to the LeBron James thing. 'Cause we got to shout him out.
Yeah. So earlier this week, LeBron James became the
LeBron James became the all-time leading scorer in all of the NBA history. He passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was also a Laker, because LeBron's a Laker now. I saw this cool thing on I think it was ESPN that posted it, and I'll see if I can get it to put it up here, because it would be a widescreen thing, but it showed the amount of points he had throughout his career, and it showed the same dunk, like him starting the dunk and going along the dunk and finishing the dunk all the way until the end.
Yeah.
But it was with every uniform that he had throughout the years.
That's pretty sweet.
It was fucking dope. And if I remember, I'll fucking put it up so everybody can see it. I thought that was pretty cool.
No, but we saw history earlier in the week, and I know everybody's going to have an opinion on LeBron James. But
LeBron James.
A milestone feat, a 40-year-old record that people thought would, records are meant to be broken. It happens.
Yeah, but LeBron also played for fucking 38 years.
Yeah, he's also been in the league since I was like in the 7th grade,
He's only 4 years younger than me. So he graduated like 4 years after me.
So it just it was really cool to see.
Maybe 6 years.
I didn't watch the entire game. I watched like as it was occurring. And
I did too. I was doing something else. What was I doing? I think I was playing. No, I was watching something stream. I don't remember what I was doing, but I turned it on for a brief second just to see him. It was like 6 points to go.
Yeah.
I saw the little celebration, and when he said "fuck" on live national.
Yeah,
television.
no, I saw that too. He's like, "Fuck it, man, I love y'all," and I'm like, and then it's always funny when the commentators come back from the cut and they're just like, "Well, folks."
They didn't. They kind of moved past it.
Yeah,
they were like, "It's his
right.
moment." Fuck
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's fine, man. I mean, no big deal. It's sports. There's going to be cussing in sports. I mean, you let fans into the building. I'm sure.
Shit, I've heard them cut on like football games. Now it's on the delay, but I remember back in the day because they had the little disc where they could hear the sound and shit.
Yeah,
and basketball too. I heard so many people cuss like, "Fuck, man, that was a fuck foul. What the fuck you doing?"
yeah, dude. Athletes are a majority of
They're
them.
humans.
They're people.
They're very competitive human beings.
And they might go out and do great things for their community, but when it comes to trying to win the game,
It's war.
it's a shit fuck damn. You know, shit fuck damn.
Watch your feet, there, guy.
Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, you want to play footsie, Jerry?
No, I didn't want you to hit the camera.
No, I wouldn't do that deliberately, obviously. But yeah, that's what happens. But when he did say that, I was like, they're going to be all weird about it. But they did carry on kind of normally, so to speak.
Yeah, well, I mean that's show business. It's like if you fuck up your line on stage and just keep going.
In terms of like botching something, I was looking at since it's the Super Bowl weekend, I look at sports stuff throughout the week, and then there was an interesting fact. I found an article. It was one interesting fact from every Super Bowl that's ever occurred. And I spent about 15 minutes just reading it, just, one morning after I woke up. And then came the infamous nip slip with Janet Jackson.
Oh, Super Bowl's coming up. Yeah, of course they're going to start talking about that.
And Justin Timberlake. Let me ask you, as probably the most controversial halftime performance ever, where were you? Did you see the nip slip happen live?
Well, first I need to know what year it was. I didn't see it live, but I can tell you if I knew what year it was.
I want to say I was in the 9th grade when this happened, so maybe 2003, 2004. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. We got the images up, and we don't, I can't see a date. And look, there's an article from 5 hours ago related to it.
Of course they're going to rehash it because it helps with SEO.
Yeah. So
what year was it?
So, February 2004. Okay, so
2004. I was in California, so there's not a guarantee that I was probably even care because it would have came on at a different time, and I probably was busy doing something.
So I'll tell you, when the halftime show was on, I do remember this. Like I was talking earlier, there's certain things in my life.
Who was playing that?
That is a good question. 2004. I want to say, I can't remember to save my life. If we can scroll through that real quick.
It's funny, that's not the most important thing about the whole situation. Is like who actually was playing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's obviously overshadowed that game. But I remember when the halftime show came on, I was in my living room, okay, sat there, watched it for a couple minutes. I got up and went to my kitchen, okay, which is probably from where I was sitting a good 15, 20 feet away, maybe, something of that nature. And as I turn the corner, I hear one of my buddies go, "Oh, shit," right? And I come back around the corner, okay, and at that point, in that brief moment when her nipple was exposed with the pasty she had on or something of that nature.
It was one of the great ones, mini Super Bowl championships.
Oh, damn. It's crazy? The Patriots only won by 3?
The Panthers were good. I don't remember. Hey, wait, the Panthers? Damn, I fucking didn't think they were in the fucking league back then.
No. Well, obviously their most recent Super Bowl appearance was with Cam Newton.
How dare you?
Cam Newton.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. It was a mishap. Calm down. Where Super Bowl 50, where the Broncos defense absolutely ate them alive. Shout out to Von Miller.
But anyway, back to the Super Bowl where the nip slip happened. Tom Brady got one of his Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, that's great.
I just want to keep saying that.
Yeah, and what's funny? The thing about Tom, I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but
His second retirement? Is that
yeah,
what it is?
his second retirement, but the sand that he was standing on when he announced his retirement, he's actually selling bottles of the sand for copious amounts of money.
First of all, he wasn't selling that.
Or for the lack of a better phrase.
Somebody who knew where the beach was, I think it was in Miami or Tampa, or wherever he was at. Somebody could tell by the buildings, and they went down to where he was at and grabbed some sand, put it in a thing, and put it on eBay. He wasn't doing that. Don't fucking put that bullshit information out there.
Tom Brady is selling sand, folks.
No, he's not.
Can we look it up to see how much this sand is going for, though?
It's probably gone.
Well, I'm just curious.
Last I saw, it was 90 grand.
God damn, dude, that's fucking nuts.
But that was like a few days. Well, when he announced it, was like a couple days after he announced it.
Dude, people, I thought people buying fucking farts in a bag were weird,
People will buy anything online, bro. It's all about the marketing. Like, if you have a reason, like this person, like, hey, here's a spot where Tom Brady fucking announced his retirement. Want to get it? Here it is. Bid on it. They just saw an opportunity and took it. That's it.
That's just nuts. 90 grand for are these big bottles of sand?
It was a mason jar size.
Okay, well, at least you're getting.
See, how the fuck do you not know any details, but you fucking went directly saying that Tom Brady.
I just know of it.
That Tom Brady. No, but you said specifically
Tom Brady
is that Tom Brady was selling sand.
He put him up to it. I know he did.
This fucking guy.
So
he's about to make $375 million for fucking announcing. You think he's gonna, or TV shit? You think he's gonna fucking worry about some fucking sand? Yeah, see, exactly. That's what you get. That's what he gets for fucking vaping, folks.
No, it's fine. I just swallowed too much air at the same time. It was very.
You're not supposed to swallow vape and air.
I don't know how that just it just happened. Okay, I didn't mean to do it. It's like I don't do these things on purpose.
Okay, Opie.
Relax. I'm not Opie.
Your hair says otherwise.
But he gets killed with a bat.
No, Opie Taylor, motherfucker.
Oh, I thought you meant Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
No, Opie Taylor from fucking Andy Griffin. Oh no, from the what's the Rugrats? Not Rugrats. Fuck.
I was gonna say I don't know a Rugrat by that name.
God damn it! Somebody tell me what the fucking the Little Rascals.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, that's what your hair looks like right now.
It does. I didn't. I noticed it after I did it, and I was like, "Well, fuck it. Maybe it'll set itself."
I'm looking at it right now. It's just
yes, folks.
No, you can't see it from there because it's black. Now you can see it.
Oh, here.
No, turn it the other way. Turn the other way.
Wait, this way?
Turn the other way.
Oh, this way.
No. Oh my God, bro. Turn your fucking head, dude.
Oh, this.
Jesus Christ.
This?
Never mind.
What? Well, you say turn this way, that way, my head?
That means turn your head, not your entire body.
So this way.
Turn your head the other way.
All right.
There you go.
There we go.
Now you can see it. Jeez.
Being able to handle
Y'all see what? Yeah, very simple tasks. Y'all see what I have to deal with out here?
On a week-to-week basis, and sometimes day-to-day. But
that's you know what? That shows your laziness when you like, let me turn my entire body instead of just turning.
Well, I'm in a chair that turns at not the base, but yeah, I guess the base of the chair.
Yeah, but when someone tells you to turn your head.
Well, you said turn the other way. You didn't say turn your head.
So, again, the lazy thing to do is just to fucking move the whole fucking chair.
Well, I thought I just had to turn. I didn't know I had to turn I thought I just had to turn my body, not my head.
Use your neck, man.
Okay.
You use it for other things, so use it now for other things.
I do it very well.
He has a strong neck, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I do. And sometimes my shoulders hurt, and I just
wish need to get a guac guac fucking sound on here.
Dude, that would be kind of dope. A guac guac sound.
You don't know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean, sir. The Super Slurper 3000, like guac guac vacuum nozzle.
I'm gonna look that up. I don't know how appropriate that is.
That might make us uncomfortable if we're just playing it and like staring at one another.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It would probably go great with that one, though. I'll tell you that much.
Motherfucker.
Probably that one, too. Never hurts. It never hurts. So you were streaming this week. I streamed this week.
You streamed once.
This week, yes, because I actually had a work meeting. There was actually a lot I did this week.
This guy said a work meeting.
Dude, it was like some after work hours work meeting. It was like crazy. I don't know how to explain it.
So, in other words, all him and his coworkers did, they went to a place where there's alcohol. They talked about some work stuff and drank a lot.
No, that's actually not what happened at all.
So they stayed in the shop and drank a lot.
No, there was an establishment, but there was like not very much drinking,
Mm.
at least when I got there. And then, yeah. So, but work meeting nonetheless. It was very
Until
important.
you got there, is that what you're saying? Okay, gotcha.
I was literally, because one, I thought this meeting was over, okay, because of the time of night I leave. But it was like some extensive meeting with 2 departments, and I'm driving home. They were like, hey, we need you to come down here. And I was just like,
fuck that, bro. Nah, son.
I was like, sure.
There's no fucking way I would have done that shit. I'd be like, look, I've been working all day. I just got off. I am not coming to your fucking meeting.
It was a stone's throw away. So I was like, oh,
Fuck that, bro. Because
Down the road.
When you start doing extra, they're gonna expect extra. That's all I'm saying.
it's all good. Went to a meeting. It was informative, I guess. And then, yeah, the rest of the day happened. You know, that
You don't
kind
got a lot of us. We know it wasn't informative. Meetings are pointless.
They are pointless, but I felt informed.
All meetings are pointless.
I felt somewhat informed.
I don't want to say all meetings are pointless. A majority of the meetings at jobs are pointless.
And all I do is tell you how much you suck.
Well, those are shitty managers. If that's what all they're doing, then they're shitty managers.
I don't know.
And I hope they listen to this
Nah,
because
can't-
it's true.
I
You can't call a meeting and just tell people how shitty they are. Like, that's not how you fucking keep. First of all, I bet you their turnover rate's pretty high.
Oh, I'm aware.
I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah.
I could tell only because they're shitting on people all the time. Nobody's gonna fucking sit around and fucking take that shit all the time. If people feel appreciated, then they'll stick around.
Oh, I know. I know how that works.
I'm just saying.
As
So-
somebody who used to.
If you're RJ's managers, fuck you. Talk to be fucking nice to your fucking employees, and they might fucking stick around and they might even do better if you're not shitting on them all the time. Ass.
Yeah, so maybe swearing will help. This is a great magnet, by the way.
It is.
It's a great magnet. Super great
I'm
magnet.
just in event mode today.
Would you like to rub the lucky penny?
It's not lucky. Who said it was lucky?
I don't know. It's facing heads up, and it's been sitting down here forever. It's got to be lucky. It's a podcast penny.
Well, the last show's numbers didn't show that.
Well, maybe. Well, here, let me rub it now.
Rub it down. Oh no.
Yep. Or I'm touching it. I'm like tapping it. I'm not like really rubbing it. So there. Good luck. Big numbers this week. Breakthrough. We're going to be on Fox 5 Evening News by
God,
Thursday night.
I don't want to do that.
I don't either, but it might be good publicity.
It would be.
But for good reasons.
What would be the reason, though?
Well, I don't know. Hey, local podcast breaks through local airwaves. One guy's a jackass. The other guy's a scientist. There. And then
Wait a
we
minute. How dare you call me a jackass?
I didn't say I was a scientist. So
You didn't say I wasn't the jackass either.
well, this is true, but I thought you would understand my verbiage. All right.
Well.
So anyway, I'm
Wait, what? F that. We want RJ's employees to do worse so they can get more $500 gift cards.
yeah, actually,
Wait, so that doesn't make sense, though. Like, why would they give 500? See, maybe you're fucking embellishing it. a
no.
little bit.
No.
So you just had me tear into those people
Well,
for
you
no
should.
fucking reason.
Well, that was your choice, sir.
Hey.
No. But what I'm saying is with meetings is I know that my establishment wants just better overall. Not to say that we don't do a good job, and we do get
But that's
incentives
fine, but
if we excel.
Yeah, but if you're getting shit on, you're clearly feeling like you're getting shitted on.
Well, yeah, because as somebody who used to run a business, I can see our flaws in areas we need work in a professional standpoint.
That's not what I'm saying, man. I'm saying if you're seeing that other people, or if you're saying that you see that when you go to these meetings, everybody's getting shit on, that means other people are seeing that,
Yeah.
and they feel like we're just getting shitted on all the time. So I don't know what that has to do with you running a business before and this, that, and the other thing.
Well, I'm saying in the sense of when it's like when you go into a job anywhere, you're gonna eventually, after being there for any period of time, notice things that you could potentially do better.
No, I understand that. Stop talking like a fucking manager and talk like an employee.
Okay, but that's where I'm getting. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Okay.
And it's just like, hey, we go into a meeting. It's like, hey, what can we do to make this better? And it's like, oh, I've known this the whole time, but is anybody really going to listen to it? Do you know what I mean? Like, as an employee.
So if they ask, man, you're not explaining this right. So are they asking you what could get better, or are they telling you what could get better?
No, they'll ask, and it's like, well, hey, if we do this, but then some ideas get shot down, obviously. I mean, that's the nature of it, a meeting. But I'm just saying, when you go into somewhere and your boss is in a bad mood, no matter what job you do, and even if you're doing a good job, they're going to point out everything that you do wrong to try to make you feel that you need to do better. Does that make sense?
Again, I don't agree with that.
But, well, I'm not saying
that's
that,
negative reinforcement instead of positive reinforcement.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying.
And even in the military, the way you teach people things, it is praise, correct praise.
Yeah.
So you say, fucking, hey, you guys are doing this great. I feel like we could work a little bit better in this area, but this area you're doing great also. That's how you fucking teach a motherfucker and how you get them to approve.
Yeah.
And improve. Like, you don't just fucking like, you guys suck, you guys suck, you guys suck. Like, fuck you. Why would I want to come to your meeting if you're just going to shit on me all the fucking time?
All right. That's.
I'm just telling you, again, I don't want to fucking toot my own horn, but I am going to toot my own. I have a master's in information systems management, which I basically know I handle organizational behavior stuff, implementing new systems, and managing people. So I kind of understand the way you got to fucking play with people. They're like putty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Just negative shit doesn't work because they won't stay around and they'll hate you for it.
Man, putty. Damn, I don't think I've seen putty in like forever.
Do
Do they even still sell something like that? I'm sure they do. Well,
probably a different form now. Everybody's making their own slime these days. So
the big thing for me was the
silly
Play-Doh.
putty was a shit.
Silly putty, Play-Doh.
No, silly putty because you could. I used to take the comics. I would flatten it out and I would take the comics.
Oh, and press it.
And press it on there and have the comic on my.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that was cool. I did that with newspapers.
That's what I said. Comics.
Yeah.
The comics in the newspaper.
Oh, in the newspapers.
Yeah,
I thought like you meant like a comic book or.
I didn't have comic books. I'm not no fucking nerd.
Yeah, why the fuck would we be nerds on this podcast? Like, God forbid, like, Oh, and then I saw a really cool Darth Vader skin in Fortnite earlier today, but he was doing some little fucking weird dance, and it was.
Yeah, that's not Darth Vader.
And no, but I actually crouched down next to him because it was like the pregame lobby before you jump off the bus and all that stuff.
Please tell me you murked that dude.
Well, you can't kill him in the pregame lobby, but he was like doing like all this
whack,
very odd dancing, and I crouched down, and I was actually streaming at the time, and you can check it out on Twitch. I'm Forever Dope.
However, he doesn't have his VODs on, so you can't see that particular moment.
I do. I turn them on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I have them on. So anything that I've done, I would say in the last 3 weeks, you can check it out.
I think it lasts 14 days.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in there. My first Dead Space run through went very well. The other night when I was finishing up my game, I had a total of 4 people watching me. I was actually pretty impressed with myself. I don't know who those people were.
That is see, this is the thing. That's why you gotta talk to them. You gotta say, hey, if you're just coming in. And that's the other thing. The numbers are delayed, so you won't see the numbers till you'll see 4 people in there.
Yeah,
but they may have already left. That's why I was saying you have to talk.
I got
and
you.
Be entertaining because they want to come in. They don't want to just see the game.
No, I actually was talking about my experience with the first run, the first game. So I'm trying to get better, obviously, at that.
Good. The other thing is if you see them come in. Hey, if you're new to the stream, please give us a follow. Kind of remind, just like you do on here, kind of remind them because people for some reason need that gentle reminder.
Yeah, well, that's okay. A gentle reminder, and the cool thing about gentle reminders is that I'm going to give you one right now, folks. You can catch us every Saturday live around 6 p.m. ish here live on Twitch or anywhere you can get your podcasts: Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all that other stuff. Please, or anywhere you can get your podcast. I'm working on it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just fucking signals. Just signals, bro.
And
keep going.
With that being said, folks.
No, you didn't finish your little spiel.
Well, I'm trying to finish it. I don't know what to say.
Don't. If I do the wrap up thing, don't fucking tell everybody else that I'm telling you to wrap.
Whoa, I didn't know.
This is fucking television production, my friend. It's not just radio. It's television, too.
We're on TV, folks.
So if I do this, see, they can't see me doing that. But while you're talking and the camera's on you and you do it back to me, they know what the fuck's happening. So now we got to keep going.
So we're going to continue to talk here for several more seconds. But several more seconds is ending right now, folks, along with episode 168 of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, thank you for listening. We will see you guys next week.
He smells like doo-doo.
It's a great
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing.
Bye, guys.
Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab.